So our next part is, what if there is no linear term? So here we can just remember that we square the first term and then subtract off the square of the second term. So the first term is x here, and we square that. And then minus the second term is 10, and then squared. Now x squared can't be reduced, so that equals x squared. But 10 squared I can put as minus 100. Now here, if 2x is the first term, remember we square the first term. So we go 2x squared, or 2x times 2x, which would be 4x squared. And then here, plus 1 minus 1 would be minus 1 squared, or minus 1. So here, if I do 4 minus x times 4 plus x, we square the first term. So that would be 4 squared, or 16, minus x times x would make x squared. So now here, we have to work backwards and factor this. Well, I notice the square root of 81 is 9. So I could break this up when I don't have an x term with x and x. And then since I'm just minusing 9 squared, I can put that as plus 9 and then minus 9. Same idea here. If 49 is first, the square root of 49 is 7. So I can put 7 and 7. And then if I have this minus y squared, you can write that as plus y and then minus y. Here, to get 9z squared, the square root of 9z squared is 3 and z. So my first term would be 3z and another 3z. And then minus 16, so the square root of 16 is 4. So I can write that as plus 4 minus 4. So then here, 25t squared minus 81. The square root of 25t squared would be 5t, and then another 5t. And then to do minus 81, well, the square root of 81 is 9. So we just go minus 9 and plus 9. And then with fractions here, if I had c plus 2/5 times c minus 2/5, so we would square the first term and go c squared minus 2/5 squared is 2 over 5 times 2 over 5. So you multiply the numerators, 4, multiply the denominators over 25. So here, if I take the square root of 49 over 16, so I'm going to write some work there, the square root of 49 over 16, you square root the numerator and the denominator, so that would be 7 over 4. So in my two expressions here, it would be 7 over 4 and 7 over 4. And then plus d and minus d, because the square root of d squared is d. So then lastly, if I did x plus 5 times x plus 5, well, careful here. There is no plus minus combo, so we can't go x squared plus 25. We have to distribute this. So x times x, if I do that, we would have x squared and then plus 5x and then plus another 5x and then plus 5 times 5 is 25. Well, we need to simplify here and add the 5x and the 5x. So that would equal x squared plus 10x plus 25. And then here, if I did x squared minus 6, I could write this as a plus minus combo. So we could have x, and then just write plus the square root of 6 and minus the square root of 6. And then lastly, this x squared plus 100, that does not factor. So you can't find two numbers that multiply to positive 100 that drop out in the middle. So this is not possible.